know where they're from, what they're about. I mean, we all know Colonel, what a Colonel. In real life, I think everybody in this room needs to know more about all of you. Just to give a real, I got a military background, so I'm thinking more of the West Point. I'm more just curious about that. But everybody, Mr. Townsend, I really don't know much about you. I've seen you around. I don't know much about you either. I would really like to hear, you know.
I'm very happy to answer that question. I was raised on a farm in the Midwest, the eldest of 5 kids. Anybody here raised on a farm? Okay. If you're the eldest, you know you learn to work pretty early in life. And I did, about the time I was old enough to walk. I love my mother and my father because they taught me how to work. And I'm the product of public schools in the state of Indiana. I wouldn't be sitting here now if it hadn't been for some of those teachers that I had in grade school and high school. And I'm very proud of them and very proud that they're watching this race very carefully. After I finished my undergraduate degree at Purdue University in agricultural economics, I was awarded an assistantship at Cornell University where I studied for a year. I didn't finish graduate school at Cornell because I was offered a fellowship to work in the New York State Senate back during the New York City fiscal crisis. And I must say, that was a time when the legislature was functional because it had to be. And they got together and they worked it out. And they fixed the problem in New York City. But it was a place that had some adults in the room. I can't say that today. Well, with certain exceptions. There are no adults in the leadership positions there. I did work for a year in the United States Senate. I was 23 years old. Returned to Indiana to finish my graduate degree, graduated in '82. Moved to New York City when I was 28. I've lived in Manhattan as an entrepreneur. As I said, in upstate New York as a grad student. I settled in the Hudson Valley. Almost 20 years ago, I formed my own company. It's a market research and communications consulting firm. I've raised 3 sons and very, very happily married to a woman named Rebecca from Midland, Texas, and yes, that is the home of George Bush. I suppose that'll be Chuck Schumer's first negative ad.
That's all right, yeah.